how's everyone doing today? I'm so excited to be streaming. We're working on this little fairy charm today. It's gonna look like this. It's gonna have some like semi-transparency. It's gonna be really fun. I think we're gonna get all of the colors done today. Thank you. I think we're gonna get all of the colors done today, and hopefully some of the background as well. I like to work as neatly and lazily as possible, so I use a lot of like masks and locked layers and so on, which I think makes my life a lot easier. I want to start by roughing in the values so that I know that everything's going to read really well. But yeah, I'm really happy to be streaming. I've been really looking forward to this. Kind of nervous because it's a bit stormy and my dog is like horrifically astrophobic, so praying it doesn't thunder. But I think it will be poggers. I should have pulled up reference of these guys before I started, but that's okay. We'll get there. And I should make my background darker so I can see what I'm doing. There we go. Let me know if the audio mix is okay. Sorry if my text is really tiny. I have a big monitor. I tried to make it bigger so that it would be readable, but hopefully it is not too small. I'm excited to get all of the colors in because it's my favorite part, which is why I saved it for streaming. Crunchy Mike! I have straight up no idea what to do about that, but that's okay. Thank you for the follow, Justia. Time to look up some reference really quickly so I can see what color Pokemon are. Okay, there we go, got Sylveon pulled up. Okay, hang on. Time to play around with OBS for a second. Let's look at my little mic filters. I've just got suppression and the noise gate. I don't know if I need a different one. Yeah, okay, we'll have a look at it later. It'll be fine for the stream. Okay. Oh my god, lo-fi. That's the vibe. I feel like I'm missing some lines here. Are they masked out? Or did I just forget to draw them? I think I just forgot to draw them. That's okay. Not a problem. Oh, okay, I'm on the mask. This is my daily life, is that I am never drawing where I think that I am drawing. There we go. But yeah, I love these guys. They have terminal little dude syndrome. This is the sketch that I've got here just so you guys can see what the background will look like when there's not like floating mushrooms and stuff. Okay. Wow, streamers just managed to like come up with a constant stream of conversation, huh? What a skill. There's not a lot to say about putting in values because, I don't know, I'm drawing. I'm making shapes. I'm not even making shapes, I'm making saturations. Nope. Values. It's really the only word for it. But that's okay. I was working on I'm making saturations. I was working on a ghost type version earlier, and the colors were giving me hell. They were terrible. It was going really poorly. And then I realized that my values were off, and I went back to the values. And now I think it's looking pretty good, but for that reason we are starting with the values on this one, so that I do not get stuck in the same place. Learning from mistakes. Do I have one more? Yeah, it has an extra thing that I didn't know it had. 3 ribbons. 3 stripes on it. It's got like 4 ribbons. Once again, I am on the mask. There we go. Right, just add a little bit down there as well. Hey. And I'm just using the like built-in Clip Studio brush for this, the Milli pen, because it's nice and like predictable. It's just like the most boring, flattest, most usable hard round in the world. But for basically everything else, I use the SU Cream Pencil, which is this looking thing, because I really like its texture. It's really pretty. You don't realize how many markings are on a Pokemon until you have to. I'm looking forward to doing Togekiss. Mostly just because I really like Togekiss and I think it'll be fun to put in all of the little tiny triangles. Yeah. I'm gonna lighten my background a little bit because it's not. Yeah, okay, that's fine. That's fine. Oh, I should give Ronnie moderator. If I can work out how to do that without accidentally banning her instead. Is that allowed? Am I allowed to give that to you? You don't have to actually do anything. Yeah, no, it's you. Yeah, cool sword. When I show up in your chat, I'm like, oh my god, cool sword. Did that work? Was that functional? You send a message, do you have a cool sword? Pog, cool sword! You. There we go. But yeah, I don't expect there to be much modding that needs to be done. I think it's gonna be pretty chill. Where did my reference go? There it is. What? No! Never mind. I'm unmodding you. I'm banning you. Sorry, I'm losing my cursor. But yeah, this jam I'm hoping to have up for pre-orders in like the next couple of days, but I need to get its little companion charms done as well. So there's a ghost, and I'm hoping to do a dragon one, but the composition is giving me a headache, so I haven't even got past thumbnailing it yet. I've tried everything. I put like the Fibonacci golden spiral on it to see if I could get a good composition like that, and it didn't do it. It leaves too much empty space, which looks, I mean, really nice, but when you're working on a 7cm charm, you kind of want to make use of everything that you have. So you can see, like on this one, it's got sort of a like spiral line of motion, but it fills itself in a lot. The Fibonacci sequence did not do it, but it's okay. I will find something that works. And if there's any Pokemon that you guys want to see in like a little dragon charm, let me know, because I'm not sold on my layout as well. I put Dino in for you, Ronnie. We will see if the composition allows it to stay. He's so cute. He's got a little shaggy hair. He reminds me of Mob Psycho. Okay, gotta pull up some reference for Morlul quickly. He's just a guy, oh my god. Okay. All of these Pokemon are so pale. What? Where's my... Oh, I'm erasing. That's fine. I don't have any opacity. There we go. I thought that I had alerts set up yet, but it doesn't seem that I actually do. I wonder if they were set up at some point during my move from... Well, it doesn't make sense that they would stop working if I move from laptop to PC. But that's okay. I will get them going for next stream. We are working it out as we go. We are pogging. Oh, there might be a package here. I didn't actually hear it, but Ponyo, the dog, was like, oh my god, something's here. I think it's for you, Ronnie. I have a sneaking suspicion that I know what's in it. Ronnie, my beloved roommate. And, like, dear friend before we were ever housemates. What do Clef's values look like? Let's see. God, it is so little baby Pokemon. I had a hard time fitting Cleffer in, to be honest. It just did not want to, like, stay. The composition, because it's so, like, round, it was hard to get it to fit when these two take up so much room. But I think I got it in. It was really important to me to have Cleffer in here, because it's so cute. And I like to make sure that I'm representing Pokemon from a couple of different generations, so that people who might have fallen off, like, I don't know, I know the same amount of Pokemon that I always have in terms of numbers, but in terms of percentage of Pokemon that I know out of all of the Pokemon that I know a lot less than I used to. Just because, you know, you don't manage to get all of the games. I played Sword and Shield, that was poggers, really liked it. I didn't end up getting the Diamond and Pearl remakes. I kind of procrastinated on it, and then by the time I was ready to buy them, I'd seen a lot of screenshots that made me think that maybe they were not worth the price. But I'm really nostalgic about them. I'm kind of sad that, like, Heart Gold is a remake, because that's my absolute favorite one, and I want to play it on Switch. I want to see the Gold and Silver remakes get remade. But that is not how things work, unfortunately. They're old now, though! You know, they came out right after Diamond and Pearl! I think the Pokemon Company should cater to me specifically. And then Cutie Fly. I have no idea what Cutie Fly looks like, to be honest with you. Let's see. Okay, yellow. Which means that it will be all pale values. Sorry if my clip shooter just, like, glitched out. I was accidentally I accidentally unfull screened it. But it's fine. It's fine. Okie dokie. And then we'll pick a slightly darker one to give it its little bee stripe. And then it's also got little bits on its wings. Okay, cool. Not a lot of variation in the value range, actually. It's pretty, I guess because they're all little pink pastel fairy type Pokemon. They are all very similar colors, so... Oh, 2 packages? One of them should be from Games Place. That one's for you. I don't know what the other one is. Maybe it's also for you. Okay. And let me switch to my actual display capture because I'm going to play around with the levels and I want you guys to see that as well. That's internal correction, level correction. I want to get as much contrast in here as I can given the fact that they're all really pale Pokemon. This is what will help it pop. Oh, they sent me a text this morning that was like, hey, if you're not there, can we just leave it? And I was like, yes, please do not make me go to a depot. But one for Ruby? Wonderful. Good for her. I hope it's something poggers. Okay. And then clipping color layer, and I think I'm gonna start by just eyedropping in colors from the actual official art, but then once I am done with that, I will go through and make them all be my colors and not art colors. We're starting with our little guys. They are so small. I'm not really hungry. I had some of your salad that you made. It was poggers. You make such good food. Are you wanting to order food, Ronnie? I think I will pass. Oh, no, wait, I should because it's on my boss today. But no, that's fine. Please stream later. I want to go to your stream. Oh, I need to change the values. Okay, let me just make this a new. Blue. And red. Okay. Thank you! I think, Pokemon's fun. I think a lot of people have a lot of nostalgia for it. Even though they also like to complain about literally everything that the Pokemon Company does. But yeah, I just like, collecting little guys, looking at them. And at my last convention, my pre-existing Pokemon champs, because I have 3 already, they did really well. So I figured I would make some more, so that I have more options for people at the next convention, and obviously online, since I stock everything on my store. Yeah, okay, we're definitely gonna do a lot of work on this after we get the official colors in, because my whites are really blue toned, which is something that I always avoid in my art. Not because it's wrong or anything, just because it is counter to my style. I like yellows. Although recently with a piece for a zine that I'm in, I got to play around a lot with blue tones, which was really fun. It's still overall a warm-toned piece because I drew it. It was nice stepping outside of my comfort zone a little bit. That's something that I like about zines. Okay, I will let you know if I want to order food later. But yeah, I think we've got plenty. We've got food at home. You've still got salad. You don't have to cook. Slad. Salad. Have more salad. Okay. Okay. And then once we get the blue in here, we can fully say trans rights. Yeah. How dare you want variety in your meals? Problem solved, Ronnie. Okay. Let's see. And I'm gonna switch us back off of display capture. There we go. And back to my reference. Like, shout out to trans people for having the prettiest of the flags, you know? Lesbians are doing pretty well. The lesbian flag is nice. But, you know, it is also full of discourse. Okie dokie. We'll make the mouth nice and bright. There we go. Okay. I'm just gonna use the same white for Sylveon on the molars. And these guys are gonna be glowing a little bit, which I think is gonna be really fun. And then, okay, they are also pink. Okay. Pink and purple this time though. Okay, I'm just gonna get these roughed in really quickly, and I guess I may as well go over Cluffer right now as well. We'll make those ones a little more brown later on, and then we can put the purple on the molars. I'm gonna saturate it a lot because once I put it into CMYK, it's gonna desaturate itself a lot. And so instead of being normal and choosing a desaturated purple, I am going to choose a saturated purple and then get really upset when I put it into CMYK and it doesn't work. As is my tradition. And then I think I have some brown on the... Yeah! I'll take this shade and I'll make it the... No, never mind. I will not. Let's get a more desaturated brown. There we go. Okay. Okay. Once again, changing my background color to see clearly. I like to use as few colors as possible for charms, just because it helps them. It helps the read when you've got not a lot going on, because everything is tiny. So I think we will try and make things match wherever we can. I want to find an in-between of the blue on the Sylveon and the blue on the Rogue Kiss. And there are easier ways to do this than mixing them, but it's okay. I like mixing, it's fun. And I'm trying to remember not to work too zoomed out so that everyone can see what I'm doing, because my hobby is working incredibly zoomed out or way too close so that no one will ever see. The detail that I tend to work in is detail that will never ever show up, like it's smaller than the printing will be. But I like to get nice and close. Okay, I feel like this is a little dark still. I'm gonna lighten it up a bit. Since Togekiss has a pretty saturated blue and Sylveon has a pretty pastel blue, I want to find a nice in between. I think this one will work. And maybe I should take this kind of purplish color and make it a little more purple. So that it will, okay, not that purple. So that it will work for the molar as well. And then we can go down another color there. Yeah, okay. And it's okay if these are a little blue tinted. It does not matter even a little bit. And it's okay if they're a bit messy, because again, no one is going to... Hi! Giraffe Man 13? We love giraffes. Welcome, how you doing? Okay. There we go. Merge all of these together. I'm really good! I'm really happy to be streaming. I've been looking forward to this. Okay. switching to my other capture so that I can show you my tone curve layer. We are going to make these colors so poggers. We're getting a little too saturated there, but I like it. So maybe we'll keep it. There's no rules. I can do what I want. I think I want to bring the red on Toga Kiss a little closer to the pink on everyone else as well. Heck yeah, no rules. It's the best part about art. Can't stop me. We'll put this layer on a low opacity. There we go. Like so that we get sort of a nice in-between color. And it doesn't look so out of place with everything else. And then these little guys as well, I want to fix up so that there's more... I don't like the desaturated tone of the pinks on them right now. Even though it's the same pink on everyone else, it's really not working for me here. First, I'm just going to fix up this a little bit, get some more contrast in there. And then, yeah. Because we put it over a values layer, it desaturates the colors a lot, which is why I don't normally work like that. I try to only do it for charms. And then maybe a little pinker. Yeah! Nice warm tones. And we want to add some little blushies to everyone. Really want to do that with a more textured brush. I really like Clip Studio's like built-in little textured brushes. Like this chalk one is so cute. I feel like the Molos maybe don't have pink cheeks. I'm gonna check. They're green. Okay, well that makes sense because they're little mushroom creatures. Well, let's give them little green mushroom creature cheeks. Yeah! I'm obsessed with these guys. I just think they're so cute. The evolution's pretty cool too. And then I wonder if we can get away with... Yeah! And on... Yeah! And the blushes, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm pogging. Maybe a bit much on Sylveon, but I don't. Heck yeah, no rules! Okay, and just like that, I think our base colors are done, which means it's time to tackle the background colors, which I'm a little more nervous about. I want to pull up some reference here. We're looking at the little forest from Pokemon Sword and Shield. I straight up forgot what it's called, but it was the one that they did the live stream of with Galarian Ponyta. I'm just gonna post this straight onto my canvas so we can all see it. We're not gonna go this green with it, but it's nice having it there. And I might pull up one of my other charms as well. Let me switch my display, there we go. And that way I can sample some colors for it and they'll look more like they're a little family of charms instead of just a bunch of individual things. Let's look at the ghost one. We're still working this one out, not done yet, but... Hey Trent, how you doing? And I might pull up the water one as well. Thank you! I'm glad you think it's cute. I've still got to add in some shadows, I want to do a bit more work on the background, but I'm really excited. The, like, fog on it, let me put it on a darker background. So this part, no, we'll get there. This part, and this part as well, will be semi-transparent, so like you can see here, you'll be able to see right through them, which I think will look really cool. I'm doing well! I am pogging. I've been having a really good week. Yeah, semi-transparency is something I've been trying to like think about more and embrace when I'm making merch, because I find that I'm losing my train of thought. When you're working with charms, it's really good to be able to play to the properties of the charm that make it special. Because when I first started, I was like, okay, I'm designing for For a charm, so I'm just going to draw something, and then it will be acrylic. Which I don't think is a good thought process. It's way better to design with your final medium in mind. Thank you! I'm glad you like my icon. It was a lot of fun to put together. I actually got all of my stream stuff ready, like, a month, 2 months ago, and then I just kept procrastinating. In my defense, I was waiting for... I've just built a new PC, since I was doing everything off of the laptop until really recently. Sorry, I'm just looking for a charm in my files. There it is. So I want to... Now that I have my PC, I was like, okay, well, I can start streaming once I've built the PC. And then I built it, and I was like, oh my god, I can't start streaming, that's scary. But I think it's good. I'm having fun. Now, you can see on my little sketch here, if I zoom right in, we've got a bunch of foliage going all around here. And I don't like putting too many lines on my background for charms, so there's nothing to indicate that. We're just going to be roughing that in. Which is why I'm sampling colors from the other charms, where you can see I've done the same thing. And we'll probably... I find that when I start off with my colors, they don't look anything like the way they will finish, so please forgive me if it looks a little incongruous as we're beginning. We will fix it. We will get there. And I like to leave a little gap so that you can pretend that the glass, like the glass of the terrarium, has some actual thickness to it. It's not just touching the edges. I really like terrariums, but I cannot seem to keep them alive. I got one a while ago, and I still have it on my desk, and it's got some moss in it and the corpse of a succulent. I have really good luck with, like, plants. I have a lot of houseplants that do really well. But everyone's like, oh my god, succulents, they're so easy to raise. Like, don't even worry about it, you can just abandon them. I have never, ever succeeded with a succulent. And then, because we've just moved, I was going through the yard and it was a total mess and there were a lot of weeds. I was digging them all up and there were a bunch of, like, just happy succulents underneath all of the weeds in the yard that clearly hadn't been tended to in, like, a year. That were just vibing. I'm like, okay, so they can live with absolutely no attention and basically no light because they're completely overgrown. But then, when I try and take care of them, nothing. My friend from uni gave me a succulent when I graduated and is somehow still alive. That's so poggers. Maybe it likes you. Maybe some people have a little succulent touch and some don't. You know what kind it is? I always really wanted to be like a cactus person. Yeah, who knows? It's, there's so many, and they're all like, you know, you'll get one and it looks something like this. And it's like a completely different variety to the one that looks like this instead. Like, they're so similar, but they are completely different. I think botany is really cool. I studied science for one day. I was like, okay, I'm sick of my arts degree. I hate it here. The thought of joining the industry makes me miserable. I'm gonna drop out. I'm gonna study science. I like science. I like plants. I think that's really cool. And so I did my first day of uni in my new degree. And by midday that day, I was emailing the art center of my university like, I made a mistake. Please take me back. I'm not cut out for this. And they did. And I did not complete my degree in, like, visual arts, but I did complete a different degree. Okay. Got some little grass in there. Take a quick water drink. Okay. And then underneath this fog somewhere, I have some rock colours that I can steal. Which looks suspiciously like my colours for everything else, but that's okay. But yeah, I'm just being rough with this. I'm not really worried about keeping it neat because we're going to go through, we're going to draw a bunch of moss onto it, we're going to erase a bunch of things. And so we can go through at the end and sort of make sure that we're colouring inside the lines, but there's no need for that right now. And then I think, yeah, I have sort of some rocks that come up here as well, that I chose not to line for some reason. I'm not sure why I lined some rocks and not others, but it doesn't really matter. But yeah, we'll put some moss on these. We'll get some more mushrooms growing around the place, more like these little ones here. I like that they're yellow in this. That'll really help tie in this Cutie Fly color. I'm gonna put that in now. And yeah, at the end we'll add a lot of like glowing effects, which I think will be really fun and cool. I need to make sure I'm spacing them out carefully because we'll have glow on the little mushrooms down here, but then we'll also have it on all of these mushrooms and these ones. So we want to make sure that it's not concentrated because it will throw off the composition of the piece. What happened here? Did I delete a whole layer in the middle of everything? Where's my history? Yeah, okay, it's back there. That's fine. We only lost the mushrooms. I still get really thrown off by background work. I haven't done a lot of it. I'm trying to work on it. I did a lot of backgrounds last year, comparatively to what I've done in years prior. And I'm hoping I can do that this year as well, because I think they look really cool and they're fun to work on. But the theory of it still eludes me. Like, I always want to put the dark colors at the back, even though that's the opposite of how things work. But that's just brain issues. Ooh, that's far too bright. I'm working with sort of a desaturated pastel palette here, and I'm not sure how that's going to end up looking because obviously all of the Pokemon are really pastel as well. So I'm not sure if this is going to complement them and make them feel like they're all in the same place, in the same world, or if it's going to like just be too much of one thing, if I just make it contrasty. But that sort of thing is really easy to change, just with layer effects, so I'm not worried about it. We will simply see how we feel when we get there. I'm gonna add in some little quote-unquote flowers. Because yeah, keep in mind this whole thing will be like this big. And some moss on the rocks, I think is important, and then we can start putting in some vines. Vines? Ferns. Different things. You would think for someone who's so enthusiastic about botany, I would know what plants are called. And I want to get some shadows in here to create some depth, and this will probably add a lot of contrast, so maybe I don't have as much to worry about as I thought in terms of it all looking very samey. Plant 1 or plant 2, they're both cool. I think plants are neat. I just think I like having them. I like having them around my little desk. Makes me happy. Okay. Nope, please. Sorry, I'm fumbling all of my keybinds right now, which means I keep trying to be on the eraser and I just continue to draw a line in the same spot that I do not want to line. It's fine, it's fine. I'm a professional artist. I know what I'm doing. Okay. And now I'm going to Google ferns so I can see what on earth that looks like. I think restraint is really important. I kind of just want to like go crazy and draw a bunch of ferns in everywhere, but at the end of the day, that's not going to really work for a charm. So I have to be kind to myself. I'm just pulling some of my sketch lines up so I have some sort of guidelines that I'm going to mostly ignore. Because it's kind of intimidating drawing without knowing what you're doing exactly. I think we're going to start dark. And we're not going to worry about the lines that are going over where they shouldn't be because we will just erase those later. And I'm going to work out how I want to stylize ferns. I don't know if this is going to read if it's like that. I should make that darker. We'll start up here. Because yeah, it's important that they have all of their little Like a fan works like this on a really small level. And also it's curving, so you see them like over each other, which just makes a messy shape that's not going to translate well when everything's tiny. So this is a little bit of problem solving that I have to do, but that's okay. That's the fun part. I think if I just keep it really simplified and stylized, it will work out and look pretty. Maybe really cartoon. Yeah. I sort of lean into that cartoony vibe. And yeah, just like with everything else, we'll sort of build up these colors, change them around a lot. It's fine if they're not exactly what they should be right now, because they will be later. I really like drawing foliage. I find it really relaxing. That's else. I think stylistically that looks okay. In terms of what I've actually drawn, it looks really droopy, so I'm gonna remove it and try again. But now we know where we're going, and that's what's important. So I think I'll rough in all of the shapes for the ferns. Important that they don't extend out of where the glass would be, because that will ruin the illusion. No worries. I'm just thinking about how far up I want them to go. Probably not that far, right? If we keep the sky clear, that will be more room for little glowing effects and semi-transparent things. Okay, and yeah, I'm just gonna soften these up so that they're not so thick and we have more room to work with. And also it like accentuates the shapes, you know, if I change the curve like that, it gets nice and cartoony and exaggerated. I like it to feel a little bit gestural. I think the nice thing about streaming art is that there's always something to say about the process. But I'd really like to do games as well if I decide that I like streaming. I want to play like Ace Attorney again, but this time alongside all of my friends who also like Ace Attorney, because I've met a lot of those since I played Ace Attorney. I know that probably like a solid 50-60% of my followers are fans, so that'll be really fun, just because we can share it with people who care as much. But I need a capture card for that so that I can play it on my Switch, and I don't want to buy one until I'm sure that this is something that I actually want to keep doing. What's up, Bronny? Yeah! I asked you that like last month and you were like, no, let me pay for the whole thing. Let's go hardsies! No! I shouldn't have said anything. You cannot pay for the whole thing. Let's go halvesies on a capture card. Stop it. Stop making faces at me. But then I can play Daigaku to Simon. I want to play Great Ace Attorney for the first time on stream. I think that'll be really, really fun. Because I still haven't gotten to it. It is simply a matter of not having the time for it. But if it's streaming, then I'm hanging out with the homies, so it's justifiable. Oh, awesome! That's really good to know, Trent, that you got one that works. We'll keep an eye out that it doesn't need to be like a $150 one. I feel like this is too ghostly. Undo it all. Try again. We're vibing, it's fine. I think whoever decided that art should be like a little bit hard and you should have to think about things. I think they were doing a crime. $200 Elgato? Insane, actually. Is that what you were using, Ronnie? Were you using an Elgato when you were using your roommates? I don't know enough about capture cards for that to mean anything to me, unfortunately. Embly? Hi! Yeah, simply press the make art button. Thank you! I'm happy with it. I'm not happy with the ferns yet, but we'll get there. I've never drawn ferns like this before, so it's a learning experience. And then next time I want to draw ferns, I will be way better at draw ferns, and I won't have to draw them 4 times before I'm happy with them. How you doing, Emily? Thank you. And yeah, no worries. Head off whenever you are ready. And thank you everyone who's followed today. Oh my god, have fun! $16 for a capture card? Kinda poggers. Yeah, hopefully next stream I will have alerts set up properly. I really thought they were working for this one, but I guess not. That's okay. And then I will be better at thanking people because there will be a little noise that plays. I'm doing my best to remember to look up at my monitor and read chat. No! That's the thing that I'm missing. That's the thing I didn't do. Watching the little Ryanello added permitted term thought and then seeing the thought message come through. Delightful. I can't believe they would do this to me. What harassment does that fall under? I noticed that a lot of the like, how strict do you want us to be about transphobia and so on were like really low. So I turned those up a little bit, but not enough that it should be catching thoughts. We love thoughts. And yeah, swearing should be free range. Free range? Free? You should be allowed to swear. So I'm surprised about that. No thoughts allowed, actually. We are dumb here. 100 thoughts per hectare? That's pretty poggers. We have so much space. $10 thoughts. Okay, we're gonna come back to this one. I just want to play nice. It's okay. We might come back to all of the fans. We might move on to something else because they are making my head hurt. I'm not happy with where they are right now, but I think instead of continuing to try and stylize them better, I will simply move on to something else. I say continuing on the fans. I'll move on to something else and come back to them later. I'm suddenly a lot more happy with them actually, when I started using a slightly larger, softer, well, same brush, different size. And then, I have not been naming my layers. Okay, this one has ferns. And this one has... This one can just be merged down with the background layer. There's no reason for those to be separate. And then I can add a clipping mask on this one, and I can put some nicer, brighter colors on them. Like green, and more green. Not these greens though. I don't want it to blend in with the moss, but I do want it to be a lighter color. Lines are driving me bonkers, so we're gonna take those off for a moment. I don't know what ferns look like, and at this point I'm too afraid to ask. Oh man, and my light sources are gonna be all over the place because I have little glowing guys everywhere, so those are gonna put light all over the place. But I think we can just add that in with like add layers later. I don't actually need to give myself a headache worrying about it now. Ah, 169 nice, but hello? Does Sculptec have any? Ricky, love you. Enjoy your food. Okay, yeah. Definitely gonna leave the ferns for later. Maybe we put in some mushrooms now. Mushrooms? I don't know if you guys can read my text. I don't know how big my text. Whenever I like stream to my friends on Discord, they're like, "What? Your writing is so small. This is for ants. I can't read this." So I made it bigger, but I think it just depends on how big everyone else's monitors are. So there is not a lot I can do about it. Should go behind the ferns. There. There we go. Trying to decide how much detail I want to put in these to start with. Discord windows are smaller in general, this is true. When I was setting up my PC, I was having some lag issues in games, so my friends were helping me like change all of my settings, turn off Windows Defender and everything. And I couldn't find a couple of the settings they were talking about, so I was screen sharing my little windows for them. And they were like, this is nothing. This is unreadable. You've got text for ants. Okay. It's the only big mushroom I lined, but I don't think it was the only big mushroom I was planning on having. I don't think it matters, it's fine. I do want to mask out the bottom here. It'd be like that, and also like I don't have nitro, so you know it's not high res, it's not high frames, which probably also does not help. Where'd my mushrooms layer go? There it is. Make my history smaller again. I keep history here so I can see when I've like accidentally moved a layer, because I used to do that a lot. I could lock my layers, that would be a solution, but that would require me to notice a problem and make a change to fix it. One extra step? No thank you. And then yeah, the little yellow ones down here. And I think I'll just rough in a couple of other mushrooms around the place. Because mushrooms are friends, and they are so cute. And I need to put some ferns. More mushrooms, more big mushrooms can go in the background here. I'm pogging. I want it to feel like it's behind the rock, so I don't have to, if it's in front, it will be too small for what it is. It needs to go behind instead. Now, I don't know if there is a behind the rock, because theoretically the back of the terrarium would end there, but, I don't think people are going to think about that. It'll just be a secret between us. So when you see these charms, when I like post them on Twitter or whatever, just don't think about where the terrarium is. Maybe a slightly more washed out color. Lighter. Lighter. There we go, and then I can put one in the background here as well. And while we're here, I do want to do a quick values check. I'm going to turn off the sketch and the reference layer, which I've lost. There it is. Name that reference so that I don't lose it again. And what's on layer 4? Anything? Nothing's on layer 4. Okay, that one can be deleted. But yeah, I want to check my values, so I'm going to make an all black layer and set it to color. And this is looking pretty good. The rocks don't stand out much against each other, but they don't need to. The Pokemon just need to pop, and I think they are popping. I wonder if I can make Cleffa just a little light. No, it's pink on, well, it's pink on brown actually. I was gonna say it's pink on green, so the contrast means it won't matter. But since it's on brown, I might just add some more foliage in behind it, really moss up that rock. And that way there's no risk of it getting lost in the colors. What am I using? The wrong pen. Here we go. Yeah, okay, I think that'll do a lot better. Maybe not quite so bright when we're done. Thank you, Trent! Yeah, I hope I can keep vibes nice and chill. There's gonna be a little bit of an adjustment period, you know, where I'd learn how to entertain. I don't think that's a skill that I have right now, and it's something that I would like to develop. So I hope that I can get very good at it. And that in the meanwhile, I'm really grateful to you guys for bearing with me. Thank you so much. I'm really happy that there's people here at all, you know? I wasn't, like, nervous that I would stream and there would be no one here, like it would be a zero viewers, because that would be fine, like I would just vibe and hang out on my own. But it's nice that it's not. Thank you! I'm glad you think it's nice to be here. Ronnie, you make food? Diner Nuggies opens mouth. Thank you, Emily. And thank you, Trent. Yeah, I think, yeah, just keeping an eye on chat, everything will be fine. And I don't think there's high stakes, you know, like, the worst case scenario, like realistically, the absolute worst thing that's gonna happen is that I'm boring and people leave, and that's not any kind of problem at all. I suppose the other worst case scenario is that I decide I don't like streaming, but that's also not a problem, because then I will have learned something about myself. But I'm having fun right now. I think this is fun. I think I want to keep doing it. And we've come pretty far already. This is productive, because I'm not allowed to get distracted. You guys are so nice. What the hell? This should be a crime. But yeah, I've been thinking a lot about what streaming, like, other things would look like as well, because I don't ever draw it, because I'm not interested in it. What am I trying to say? The character designs are not designs that I am particularly interested in drawing, but I really, really love BioWare games. That's just something that people don't tend to know about me, because I'm like, oh my god, Reagan, oh my god, Phoenix, instead of, oh my god, Garrus. But I really want to stream those, and I think that'll be super easy, because they're all fully voice acted. Except for Dragon Age Origins, which is only a little bit fully voice acted. But then, yeah, like, thinking about Ace Attorney, I don't want to read every single line out loud, because that sounds really tiring. But I also don't want to be sitting in silence while the text is scrolling, but I also don't want to be talking over it when people are trying to read. So maybe I'll just watch some Ace Attorney streams and see what other people do when they're playing visual novels. I'm a fast talker, I'm trying to slow down. Okay. Oh my god, Ronnie. Yeah, reading all of Ace Attorney while streaming sounds terrible. Yeah, I think because the streams that I mostly tend to watch are like Minecraft streams, which is a different thing altogether. And like I watch a lot of like small and speedrunning. And those are people who have learned how to entertain and also have really niche fields that there's a lot to say about. Whereas if you're sort of playing a story-driven game, I think it's a bit different. So yeah, something to adapt to. And Ronnie, come voice act for me. I want to force you to play Ace Attorney. We can stream it together. I think you'd like it. The characters are dumb. The plot is good. Everything's wonderful. Objection! Look, you've got it. You're doing it already. More fans. I had a video pop up in my YouTube recommended that was just like an analysis of the Ace Attorney soundtrack. I haven't listened to any of the Ace Attorney music in forever. I had like started tearing up a bit. I was like, oh my god, Ace Attorney. It's great, Ace Attorney. The first one, no. It's like a prequel series. I haven't played it at all, but everyone whose like opinions I respect says it's really, really good. So you should play it. But it's like the ancestors, as I understand it. It's like 200 something years beforehand. I also don't know much about the Great Ace Attorney. With like the main Ace Attorney trilogy, or like series, the ones that you see everywhere with like Phoenix and Objection, that's the trilogy is bundled. I don't know how many years it is. Like very different. But yeah, the Ace Attorney trilogy is bundled on Switch. There's a remake. And it's like excellent. And then you've got Ace Attorney like 4, 5, 6, which I don't think are as good. That's my controversial opinion. I don't think it's very controversial. I have played all of 4, and then I got stuck on 5. I just ran out of Steam. But the trilogy, the original trilogy, go to Steam. It's really good. Not Steam. Go to Switch and the Nintendo store. It's on sale pretty frequently. Yeah, it's like a bundle of 3 games. You just play them in order 1, 2, 3, and they are excellent. And each game is full of cases, and each case is its contained plot. And then each game is a fully contained plot. And then the trilogy itself is also a fully contained overarching plot. Because after that, after the trilogy, instead of it being like Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, it's like Apollo Justice Ace Attorney. I don't know if it's on PS4. I'm gonna look it up. I know it was on like DS ages ago, so you can definitely emulate it. I just mentioned the Switch because they remastered everything. So the original pixel art is gorgeous, but the remastered art is really pretty as well. PC Pog. It looks like it's available on... It looks like it is on PlayStation. Poking. Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 4, Microsoft Windows, Nintendo 3DS, and Xbox One. But yeah, I honestly can't recommend Ace Attorney highly enough, especially if I saw you mention Garrus, especially if you like story-driven games. Because I don't know, it's funny, it's like kind of lighthearted, it doesn't take itself very seriously, but then it's also like, oh by the way, I'm gonna rip your heart out, I'm gonna make you cry, you wanna cry, I'm gonna make you sob, I have heart, I have feelings, which I think is a very fun thing for a game to do. It's just got really likable characters, and the plot goes places, it's really good, everyone should play Ace Attorney. If you love to have feelings about games, boy do I have the game for you. I like Ace Attorney because I feel like some of my favorite games, I'm thinking specifically about Dragon Age. If you want someone to play it, you have to be like, okay, well, you start with Origins. Just push through. Just push through. Don't worry about it. You can download this mod to skip the fade. You don't need to do that. That bit sucks. Or maybe just start with Inquisition. I'll give you a 400,000 page essay on all of the world building lore that you'll need to know before you start. Are you the person who has feelings for Mirage? But yeah, play Ace Attorney. It's good. Apparently it's on a bunch of places. I'm sort of a fake fan for not knowing about that at the start, but it's fine, it's fine. I just think it has a lot of heart. And a lot of funny. Mostly funny. Feeling like I'm not... We steamrolled through the first part, and now I'm just sitting here playing around and not feeling like I'm accomplishing much. I don't want to... Maybe I should switch tracks. Maybe let's put some shadows on the Pokemon. Instead of continuing on the background. I think I need to take my eyes off of that for a minute. My process for shadows is that I make them all one like nice bright color that I can see really clearly, and then we will go through and color them. So don't worry if it looks kind of absurd to start with. This is not where we will end up. And I should look at my finished one to see. Okay, really like simple shadows. Cool. Something I find really interesting. Oh, thank you! The water one is like I think this one's my favorite out of all of them. I think it came out really well, so I'm excited to add some more to the group. But yeah, I've got water and fire and grass so far, and hoping to develop 3 more for the next charm order. This one will also have semi-transparency somewhere. I haven't decided what I'm actually going to do about it yet, but we'll get there. Because yeah, the ghost one has its little... Where is it? Ghost one has its fog. The fire type one has some clouds in the background because that's like Savannah. Let me pull it up. Let's see. Sorry, my file management, a mess. There we go. So the clouds on this one are semi-transparent. Yeah. Okay. But yeah, any suggestions? Torchic, my beloved! I had to put it in there because Ronnie would have murdered me if I didn't. Any suggestions for like little foggish background elements would be welcome. I might just put in like some cute fluffy clouds if I don't think of anything else by the time I get there. Spores! Sparkles and spores! Wow. I should always stream when I draw so that people can just tell me what to do. Great, this eliminates the thinking. I really like watching you guys just commiserate about Pokemon. Thank you for dropping by! Have a lovely day, night, evening, afternoon. It was really nice chatting. You should go stream, Ronnie. See, if you stream, then I have a dilemma because I want to watch your stream. What? But you could be streaming. Wouldn't that be fun? Not like this. Do what makes you happy. Okay. I just think that Molal is so baby. Test their net connections, they're both streaming and watching each other stream at the same time. I think the net could take it, to be honest. I think it could do it. If we both instantly start sounding like robots, though, we'll know why. Stream squad! Yeah, if you're playing Apex, I don't know if it'll hold up quite as well. But Psy doesn't use an internet connection. Psy doesn't use an internet connection, right? Thinking about like Photoshop and how it probably would if it could. How does this little car work? I think it works like that. There we go. Thank you, Louisiana, for the follow! Welcome, welcome. Big fan of the username. Fun to say. Okay. Nearly done with the shadows since we're just keeping everything really simple because it's tiny. I think I can probably color them very soon. I want to get some little shaping in on Cleffa so it looks rotund. He's just an orb. A really cute orb. Thank you so much. That's so kind of you to say. Okie dokie. Now I'm going to delete everything that's outside of the color layer so I can unclip it. So I can duplicate the color layer and then make that a clipping mask on top of the shadows, and then we're going to color the shadows through this, which is my little method for doing the absolute minimum work possible. I'm going to make them darker than I think they should be because it's really easy to just lower the opacity. And we'll pull them towards blue, I think. Or maybe not. Okay, let's have a look immediately. Yeah, no, this will be okay. Okay, we'll pull them towards blue. It'll be good. Wow, I really did manage to not use very many colors today. That's poggers. Oh, and I need to put some shadow on Togekiss' back wing as well to make sure that really looks like it's receding. And probably here also. And then we can make this red a darker, pinker color. Yeah! Cool. Maybe also a little on the belly. The knowledge that I need to keep things simple versus the urge to put as much detail in as I can. Please fight. Okay. I do kind of want to put some more on Sylveon as well to make it give it sort of more dimension. I feel like Sylveon looks kind of flat right now. But yeah, I don't want to go too crazy with the shadows because everything that I add is just more visual noise that makes the charm harder to read once it's 7 centimeters. I think this will be okay though. And then lower the opacity. Oh, what is the color? Lower the opacity. Yeah, cool. and save before I forget. Okay. Do I want to do more background work? Do I want to try and put in some little spores? I'm gonna look up some spores, see what we get. Because in my head they're just little dots, but I think there's probably really cool ways to stylize them. Yeah! Look at this. What? Did that not paste anything? Oh, it's a clipping layer. That's why. Okay, hang on. Look at... Still no? Still a clipping layer. Look at this! There we go. Thank you, Green Playland! Welcome. I'm having fun. There we go. But yeah. I think a little cloud of background spores might be overcomplicating it, but they also look really cool. I think I can get away with it. I'm gonna paste this one in so we can all see what I'm looking at. Or am I not? Okay, hang on 1 second. I'm gonna paste this one in so we can all see what I'm looking at. I really like... Sorry, it's got like 4 pixels. I really like the shapes that the spores are making. I think emulating that won't lead us astray. I'm gonna make my background quite dark and I'm just gonna rough it in with white and then we can go through and add proper colors to it later. Thank you for the follow, Green Playland. Welcome. Okay. Put that on this layer and name it so that we don't lose it. Spore cloud. I might use the chalk brush for this. I don't know if I want it coming out of this one. That will be 50%. Yeah, I don't think we run the risk of it like crowding anything out because it will be semi-transparent, so it won't matter. It will just disappear into the background. I think that shape's probably a little like it lacks distinction. It's not defined enough. What if it was pink? Ronnie, my fucking genius friend. Sorry, deleting it because I didn't like the shape anyway, but now I can make it pink. Oh ho 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 ho! Yeah, that's gonna pog. Oh my god, my lag, it's fine. You need to use a smaller brush so that I am not so tempted to make things really big. Yeah, okay, that's looking better already. But yeah, I just want to hazard in the general shape of it, and then we can go through and add some layers and some dimension to it. Thanks for hanging out, Ronnie! Love you, have fun. I hope you get to stream and that it is enjoyable and you have a good time and everyone is very nice to you. Love you, bye! Okay, let me make this a little shorter. I wonder if it would look better flipped. Maybe if I had like a secondary little boop-a-doop over there. Yeah, I think this will work. The shape definitely needs a lot of refining still, but that's what we're here to do. And then, yeah, I guess I'll just build up new layers of color like this by making them all the same color, but on varying opacities. And that way they should just sort of overlay over each other. And then I think I'll merge them all down on white, and that will give them to me plain, and then I can give them to the manufacturer at 50% opacity. Yeah, okay. Working out all my little logistics. is so relaxing drawing these ones in. They are just shapes. I think mushrooms are so cool. I would love to be one of those people who go like foraging for them, but I'm not sane enough. I would end up eating a poisonous one. I'm not like risk averse enough, you know? I would see a particularly like round, fluffy, crispy looking mushroom and be like, well, it's probably not poisonous, right? So for my own safety, I will avoid mushrooming unless I am accompanied by a supervisor. Spore Cloud 2 and Spore Cloud 3. And then I can group these all in a little folder, also called Spore Cloud. It's probably a totally safe snack, right? Like, what could go wrong with mushrooms? They don't span the entire range of human experiences or anything. Sometimes they're tasty. They're always tasty. No one's ever heard of a mushroom giving you hallucinations or killing you or anything like that. That would be absurd. What the fuck? This looks poggers. I will lower the opacity just a little bit more, since they tend to print pretty washed out. What a gamble. It feels very Uncle Iroh and his tea that is either delicious or deadly poison. I don't know, if rainbow vision's the worst that happens, that sounds kind of fun, you know? But I don't think that rainbow vision is the worst that the worst that happens. Please don't consume mushrooms if you don't know what they are. You can eat every type of mushroom. Some of them you can only eat once, though. I think that's really sage. The problem is that some of them you can only hold on, I don't have the words to say this neatly. Some mushrooms that you can only eat once will stop you from ever eating any other mushroom, which is sad. That's the real downside there. You can't go on a quest to eat every mushroom once. Those mushrooms from Coles do be looking kinda dodgy. Okay. I'm gonna unlock the transparent pixels of this layer. I think I wanna sparkle brush? I didn't even know I had that. Not what I want anyway. I wanna what? Did I not lock the transparent pixels? I did not. Okay. Fine. I wanna desaturate these ones a little bit. I feel like they're popping too much where they shouldn't be. And too similar in value to the rocks. I need to change that. I think I make them lighter? Yeah, okay. Yeah, we're pogging. And I think now I'm gonna turn off my foliage lines. I don't want those on right now. I'm gonna go in and really try and refine the background elements, and then maybe once I'm done refining them, I will reline out where I want the lines, because I'm not happy with where they are right now. But yeah, like you can see in the water one, I sort of just lined a couple of plants, but a lot of this is just roughed in, and I think that's what works best for this style of charm. I'm turning off my fog so I can steal the colours that I used for these rocks. There we go. There we go. I should probably look at what rocks look like, to be honest. You would think I would know how to draw a rock from memory. I think I know how to draw a rock from memory, but if I find some actual rocks, I know that these will turn out a lot better. Okay. Sorry, sorting through my references. We are getting there. Okay. It looks like rocks are drawn mostly how I feel like they're drawn. Rocks exist mostly the way I think they exist. I like that I get to put these dark colors behind Morlel because it'll make it really really bright in contrast. I should probably work out exactly where the lip of this actually is. I think it's probably fine to put it in there, and then I can plug these extra little bits with the leaves if it looks like things aren't actually occupying the space in the terrarium properly. The cool thing about moss is that it tends to grow mostly on one side of the thing. So I should work out what side I'm putting the moss on. I think I'll have it on this side. So we can put some like darker moss over here, and that's fine. I might switch back to my chalk brush for this. But then yeah, but maybe I won't. There's no more opacity in that. And the other side as well will have all of the bright lighter moss. And that will help pop the rock out from the other rocks behind it as well. Like so. Lee! Welcome, welcome! Thank you for following. Thank you for coming by. Are you having a Pogs day? Celeste stream! I'm streaming! I'm doing it! It's going well, I'm happy. We are looking at Pokemon. Oh! Yeah, I can't imagine work is too fun right now. What with the everything that's going on all the time, always? I'm glad you love them. You gonna have a chill night? Yeah. I sincerely... Okay, no, see, it's hard to say. My life has changed a lot since 2019. But I also don't feel like anything has changed even a little bit from 2019. Whenever I go to introduce myself to people, I'm like, yeah, I'm 19, 21, I'm 21. I was about to say, well, it's understandable that we're still in 2020 in your brain because we only just left 2020. But that's not true, is it? It's 2022. Oh boy. Oh boy. It does very much feel like 2020 Part 3. Seeing all the posts going around that are like... They were posted in early 2020, and people were like, oh my god, imagine if it's still like this in 2022, haha, as if. 2020! I just actually, for realsies, checked the date to make sure that it was 2022, because I felt doubt in my heart. I don't feel like anyone has a good grip on the passage of time anymore. time sure do be going. Or do it, honestly. I think once this is actually for realsies over and everyone is safe, I think we should just call for a redo. We should reset the calendar. Make it be 2019 again. Thanks for hanging out, Trent! Lovely to chat to you. Have fun. Have a poggers day. Now, the longer I put off actually correcting my color schedule, the harder it's gonna be. Just like in Marvel! Just like in Marvel! Okay, never mind, I take it back. I don't want to endgame this. Like, what are movie producers gonna do now? Like, all of the pandemic movies that end with the government's developing a vaccine and everyone takes it? Bitch, what? That's not how the world works. Okay, I think I'm gonna merge my mushrooms layer down. I'm gonna keep the ferns separate because I think I want to treat those as a sketch and draw them once more, like I said that I would inevitably want to do. I'm getting sick of looking at my grey background, so we're gonna put that back to a nice lighter color. Yeah, happy. Oh, and I should drink some water. Everyone else should drink some water. Be hydrated. I am chronically dehydrated. And partner's been talking about getting a little calendar for me and putting a gold star on it every time I finish a water bottle, which means that I will get like one per week. Take a sip, babe. I think she does the thing that people talk about doing for their cats, where like you leave out a glass of water and they take a sip from it thinking that they're being mischievous, but actually they're just playing into your plan to be hydrated. I think she does that to me, and she will leave her water bottle surreptitiously around where I will see it and steal a little sip. A little camelback? Like a real one? I think I could morph into a camel and be happy. They've got pretty eyelashes, and they don't have to drink water often. If I could drink like 2 liters of water at once and be good for the next 2 days, I would prefer that than having to drink water consistently. Oh, it's a thing? I thought you were suggesting I turn into a camel. Little water bag. Little backpacks with a water sack and straw. I'm gonna Google them. I'm gonna see what a camelback looks like. Oh, what the fuck? I see. We bought some of these for my cousins. Not this Christmas, but the Christmas past. I did not retain that at all. They ride motorbikes, so they have to have their water strapped to them. Maybe I should do that. The real reason I'm dehydrated all the time right now, though, is that we have run out of iced tea. Normally you can get iced tea on sale at like a third of the price that it is when it's full price, but it hasn't been on sale recently, so we haven't had any iced tea. So I simply have not been drinking. But I thought my throat might get sore, so I have my water bottle with me. I'm winning. It's miserable, Lee! Give us back the 2 for $6 iced teas. As opposed to having it cost 1 for $6. I think Ronnie has a little like hoard upstairs that I can probably ask her to lend me some of, but I'm not that desperate. I don't dislike water. Water's poggers. A monthly box of iced tea. Do those exist? That sounds kind of fun. She is streaming? That's so poggers. She wasn't sure if she was gonna. I'm glad that she found the time to do it. Should take a step back and look at this. Yeah, okay, I think this is coming along pretty well. I'm gonna turn the phones off. Oh god, okay. Okay. I still think it's coming along well. I might fiddle with my color balance now, which means I need to take you back onto my other display. Edit, tonal correction, tone curve. Yeah, I think I do want to keep this charm really light and airy because it's quite similar to the ghost charm in that they've both got lots of mossy rocks. So I think keeping the color balance distinct will help them still look part of like the same set, but not blend into each other. Green is not where I want to be. I want to be in red. And my red up a little. On one hand, I want to push these towards pink so that they tie in with everything better, but on the other hand, I wonder if they would, like, the Pokemon would stand out better if I keep them away. Let's half-ass that. Let's go in the middle. And blue. I like to push lots of blue into my shadows. I like the way it feels. And then take it out of my highlights. And then we go from this to this. Yeah, cool. Okay. Happy. I might manually adjust my grass colors, make them a little more desaturated. Oh no, actually, okay, I don't vibe with that. Never mind. We'll leave them as they were. I like to move around a little bit, like, as in what I'm working on, while I'm working on it, because when I stay on one thing for too long, I get really bored. So we might do some little line coloring now. These will probably, oh my god, just be solid white. I think that's how they are in my other ones. Yeah, okay, solid white, but then the background lines get colored, and we can add in some little shadows and highlights. So the background lines are here. I think we might make them pink. Yeah, that's progress. Cool, 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 cool. Like that. And then all the way up here, make a new layer and set it to white, and I just want to sort of imitate the way glass highlights. Which I find is normally a lot of like softening at the corners. I wonder if I should make one panel look like it's catching the lights, since there's not a lot of I'm just gonna try this out and see how it looks. I don't want to have to put any panels in shadow, so this might not work super well. But I think imitating the glare could maybe give us a cool effect. I think it is a neat effect, but I'm not sure if it belongs here. I didn't do it on these ones, so I probably shouldn't do it on this one. That's something that I find kind of difficult about merch, is that, like, some of my old designs I really want to keep stocking, but they're old now, so I want to redesign them, but then that feels weird as well, and I won't, like, have as much fun doing that. But yeah, like, working on these ones, because these are now part of a series, I'm like, well, I want to iterate and improve on the, like, stylistic choices that I made in my previous ones, but I don't want them to look mismatched or incongruous, or for these ones to look clearly, like, better or worse than the other ones. Especially because I think a lot of it is stuff that only I would notice anyway, because I'm the one who draws them. But yeah, I find that balance is just something that's mentally a little rah. But oh well. It's a nice problem to have, feeling like I've improved. And then how else did I do this? Oh, okay, little like bits that come off. That should be fun. Yeah, okay, I'm hogging. I'm wondering if I want to set this to edge? No, I think I want to keep it pure white. 100% opacity. We'll call this layer highlight. And then it looks like on this one, I just put in a little bit of shadow in the back areas. I'll do that here as well. And I might make a couple of folders just to make things a little neater. I feel like I'm in disarray right now. Okay. Lines on top, lines at the back. Delete these ones. Delete this one. Oh, please. Okay. And I can delete. No, I can rename my value check. What's on layer 5? Shadows. Okay. Make a new folder for the Pokemon. Those will go together. Did I put highlights on the Pokemon? No, I did not. Okay, cool. One less thing to worry about. Cool. Don't need this one up here anymore either. Welcome to my stream where we sort layers. And I can go through and change the fan colors now. Hogging. Yay, layers! Whenever I see, like, full respect, obviously, but whenever I see someone working on, like, layer 57 and nothing is made, I feel my little heart drop. Photoshop ASMR. What's going on here? Oh, okay. No? I don't understand what some of these layers are doing. There's nothing on this one. Deranged. What happened to me? Okay. And let's adjust those levels a little bit. Just of the fans. There we go. And now I'm going to duplicate these and move them off to the side so I can just sort of see the shapes I made. And then we are going to try again. So, once again I'm starting with the dark colors. It's easier to put the light ones up on top of them. And I'm just praying. Take a brush. There we go. It's definitely something I wish I'd practiced before I started streaming. But that's okay, we are having a learning experience together. I just want them to look, but maybe I'll do some phone studies really quickly, hang on. An image like this. And what I'm gonna do, I just want to like get a feel for the shapes. So I'm going to just draw directly over this. And just sort of feel how the shapes feel when I draw them. So right away I'm seeing that they're a lot more upright than I was thinking. And there's more variation in the angle of the actual leaves. I don't know what to call them because the fern is so, like, what's the word? Fractal. The fern is so fractal. I really like the way this one is on an angle. I think that's something I want to incorporate in mine. But yeah, okay. I'm already feeling like I have a much better grasp on this than I did before. Sometimes you just have to learn things. Okay, probably enough of that. Before and after. Okay. I'm gonna keep these ones. These are... yeah, okay. I'm gonna keep these ones around as well. And now we can draw our own ferns. Nope, not that layer. This layer. Hogging! Oh yeah, this is much better. For realsies pogging. That's something I really like about backgrounds, though, is that they often force you to tackle shapes in different ways than you would intuitively. Like it, I don't know, like, I don't make lines or shapes like this when I'm drawing people. So I think it's neat that I get to make them now. I'll make these a bit longer. And yeah, still trying to keep in mind that it can't be too complex. Won't read. Oh, and you know what? I can see my dog is getting a little restless. I think he needs to go do a wee and maybe have a little ball tossed for him for a minute. So I'm gonna take like a 5-minute break. I will come back soon. It's okay if you guys want to head off in the meantime. Thank you so much for hanging out. I will tell Pon you love him. Alright, Yabi.